Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Spring 2021 Virtual Involvement Fair with Penn State World Campus. My name is Christophe Cheroret. I'm a graduate assistant for the Penn State World Campus for the Office of Student Affairs. I work with Julie Fitzgerald, who's the co-curricular coordinator at Penn State World Campus. And I work mainly with the topics of student engagement. Tonight, we're going to present you we're going to have a panel of presentation from most of the clubs and organizations that are present at World Campus with different speakers for which we're going to follow after the fair with an email in which you will find all the resources that are going to be necessary for you if you want to get in touch either with those clubs and organizations or with those speakers. In terms of clubs and organization, the Penn State World Campus has now about 15 clubs and organizations, ranging in a variety of different topics, and we're still ever growing to get more clubs and organizations. If you are interested in creating a club or an organization, simply go in your browser and type Penn State University World Campus Clubs and Organization. You will find a page where all the resources will be present for you to be able to create your own club or organization. If you would prefer to reach out to me directly, you can. As I said, I'm Christophe Cheroret. My email address is czc313@psu.edu. czc313@psu.edu. You will receive an email with my email address directly. And you can get in touch directly with me if you would like some more information before you can create your club or your organization. That being said, so as I said, tonight we have a very important panel of different clubs and organizations that are going to be present. We'll start with the Affinity Club, followed by the American Association of University Women, the Blue and White Society, the Digital Multimedia Design Club, the Military Student Organization, Pride World Campus, the Psychology Club, the Society of Collegiate Social Science Researchers, the Software Development Organization, the Student Government Association, the Sustainability Club, the Technology Club, and the Video Games Club. And finally, we will finish around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the Society of Human Resource Management. So we have a pretty full deck tonight for you, and we are looking forward to all those exciting presentations and to hear more about our clubs and organization. If you are interested in seeing this video again, not live, the video will be made available later on with the link that will be provided to you in the email, or links that you will be able to find on the website of the PSU World Campus Student Affairs. Without further ado, now we will be able to start with our first speaker. So this was a pretty solid introduction to our fair. As I said, we're very excited to have you all here tonight, and I would like to welcome our first speaker for the Affinity Group, Denita Wright-Watson, who's also a staff member of the Penn State World Campus Student Affairs Group. Hi, Denita, how are you?
I'm good, Christophe, how are you?
I'm good. Very excited to have you here and very excited to have you talk about this new group, this new entity. Very, very excited to hear about it, and I hope that everybody is as well. So whenever you want to start, just say the word and I'll give you the mic.
I'm all set. Let's go.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Christophe.
No problem.
So hi, everyone. My name is Denita Wright-Watson, and I'm the Associate Director of Equity, Inclusion, and Advocacy for World Campus Student Affairs. And one of the focuses of my role is to create programming that fosters an inclusive and welcoming environment for all students. We know that students thrive best when they have a sense of belonging. So it's important that we provide avenues for you to feel that your identity is represented, and that you feel valued. So along with all of our great student clubs and organizations, which you'll hear about today, along with those, we also have some newly created affinity groups. So what are affinity groups? You might be asking yourself. So these are safe spaces where everyone in the group shares a particular identity and discusses topics related to those shared identities. These identities can be based on race, gender, sexual orientation, nationality, ability, family structure, religion, just for some examples. And affinity groups, they can be a place for underrepresented students to come together and to feel a little less isolated and more connected to others who can relate to their experiences. In the groups, members can share their experiences, offer each other support and understanding, or perhaps focus on working towards a particular goal. So we're also looking at incorporating some guest speakers to address topics of importance to each group. So we currently have 3 affinity groups for Black students, Latinx students, and also students with children. And of course, there is overlap as students can have multiple identities. So it is possible to join more than one group. Currently, there's a set 1-hour monthly check-in for each group, as well as an established Teams channel to allow monthly member engagement and information sharing at any time. So all of these groups are still new and trying to kind of find their rhythm. But the advantage of being new is that students can establish their own norms for the group, and we can have some trial and error and just figure out together what works best. So I always look forward to students coming up with ideas for what they want out of the group, and then I work with them to support them and to try to make it happen. So I hope that this talk was helpful and that it gave you some insights into our affinity groups. And if anyone would like to connect with me for more information, to join a group or to start a new one, please feel free to reach out to me. My email address may be displayed, but if it's not, it's drw115@psu.edu. Again, that's drw115@psu.edu. It's been a pleasure speaking with you tonight, and I just want to thank all of you for your time.
Thank you very much, Denita. Thanks a lot for sharing. So we'll be sending all the resources to the students after the fair, or to all the participants who have registered, and we will make sure that we'll include every information that is possibly given to us by Denita to be shareable to everybody who's going to be on, as I said, as a registrant of the World Campus Student Affair 2021 Spring Virtual Involvement Fair. So as I said, all those resources are going to be available to you after the fair, sent in an email. In the meantime, any inquiry for feedback or input for us for a future event or any related topics. Thank you again, Denita, for being willing to present and for talking to us about the affinity groups. That's very exciting. So now I would like to introduce our next speaker, who will be talking about the American Association of University Women, Estelle Kaur. Estelle, you with us? Can you hear me?
I sure can. Can you hear me, Christophe?
Fantastic.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, if you're ready to go, please talk to us about the American Association of University Women. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it sounds perfect. Thank you so much for this time and space to do this. Thank you, everyone, for choosing to attend this virtual involvement fair tonight. I know sometimes in the evenings are so busy, but we appreciate you taking some time tonight to learn about all the wonderful organizations. My name is Estelle Kaur. I am the advisor for the World Campus section of the American Association of University Women, AAUW for short. Our student group mission aligns with that of the national organization. So AAUW is a national organization. We are a nonpartisan community of leaders who are working to educate and empower women and girls. Through education and service, we're seeking to develop leadership skills and connect with other women leaders across the country and the globe. So if you're interested, AAUW might be the right fit for you if you're interested in a whole broad range of issues related to equity and inclusion for women and girls. Our student group also provides opportunities for leadership development, if that's something you're interested in particular. For professional development through both officer elections as well as participation through your membership to participate in state and national conferences because we're aligned with the national chapter of AAUW. There's this past year at the pandemic, it was a little bit different what the state and local and national conferences look like, but there's still, whether you're an officer in our student group or if you're a member, opportunities to participate in a whole broad swath of professional development through these conferences. AAUW, as our student organization, also has space for anyone with a variety of interests and skills, whether your interest is in, if you have a passion for writing and editing, or if you want to develop your public speaking and presentation skills, there's a role and there's space for everyone in our organization. So to give you an example of some of the past events we've held in past semesters, they've been informative and participatory. I know some students like things that are a little bit more hands-on or things where you just learn. So we have both. We've hosted guest speakers who share their expertise on everything from voting issues to financial literacy, voting rights and registration. We've also done member roundtables to share best practices about budgeting skills and public speaking, presentation skills. So we have a whole, if you want to lead or participate in these events, we have a variety of events you can participate in. If you're interested in getting involved, you can contact me directly, or we also have social media. So you can find AAUW, search specifically for World Campus AAUW through Facebook or Twitter, as well as on Yammer. If you're on Yammer, you can search for AAUW World Campus. My email is EDS, so E as in elephant, D as in dog, S as in Samuel, 197@psu.edu. Take care, everybody.
Perfect. Estelle, I'll keep you just for one quick question.
Sure.
I want to make sure that everybody understands. So despite the name American Association of University Women, this is a club that is open to both men and women, correct?
Yes, that's a very good point. I apologize for not clarifying that. Yes, it's open to both men and women. So we don't limit it to just women, despite the name. It's to empower women and girls. So that's your goal. If you're male or female, we're open to both.
Fantastic. Perfect. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much
for being with us tonight.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. So thank you very much to Estelle for presenting about the American Association of University Women. As I said, I'll repeat it between each presentation. We will be sending you all the necessary resources with the links if you want to get in touch with her directly or with the American Association of University Women, AAUW. You'll be able to do so after the fair if you have registered through the link that we will receive with email from us directly. Now, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Caitlin Deblay, who will talk about the Blue and White Society. Good evening, Caitlin. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Doing good. Thank you. I'm leaving you the floor so that you can talk to us about this great organization.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Like he said, my name is Caitlin Deblay. I am the Director of Membership for the World Campus chapter of the Blue and White Society. Thanks for joining me this evening so that I have the opportunity to talk to you about this organization. So let's go ahead and get started. What is the Blue and White Society? Well, it is a student membership of the Penn State Alumni Association. It's where you can connect with classmates and friends, have new experiences, and be enriched by participating in the world's largest dues-paid alumni network. So what are some of the benefits that you can receive? You can have connections and networking, freebies and discounts, access to career services, and the opportunity to get to be involved. Let's explore these benefits just a little bit more. So connections and networking. There's two ways that you can connect within the society. One of them is with the alumni directory, and it is a worldwide directory that has nearly 700,000 Penn Staters in it. Another way that you can build connections and network is through our affiliate groups and chapters. So wherever you go, you are part of the Penn State family. That means you can attend events that are hosted by an alumni chapter or affiliate group near you, and you can meet new people you already have a lot in common with. So when you join the Blue and White Society, you'll receive a free gift from the Penn State Alumni Association. So last year we received these Blue and White Society t-shirts. You'll also receive a 10% discount at the Penn State bookstore. Some exclusions may apply. And you can also receive exclusive discounts on insurance of all sorts, including like home, auto, life, medical, or even pet insurance. Plus, there's many financial services that are made available to you just because you're a member. Associate members have access to individual career coaching and interview prep. You can have resume review, exclusive webinars and events, and so much more. So you can receive that one-on-one coaching and mentoring opportunity to help you land that job that you're really eager to get. There are many ways that you can get involved by joining the Blue and White Society. We have monthly meetings through our general meetings and social events. You can also get involved by participating in one of our Giving Back campaigns, such as Giving Tuesday or Thon that we did this past year. And you can also get involved within the society specifically by joining one of our many committees. The Alumni Association is hosting some great events for the month of February that you can be a part of. Here's just a few of them. So on February 8th, we are doing a virtual office hours where you can drop in and chat with the Alumni Career Services one-on-one. There's also a webinar called Bridging the Generation Gap on February 9th. And with this webinar, you can learn about how the multi-generational impact has changed and identify the skills needed to work effectively and live in that type of environment. And on February 10th, the Alumni Career Services is holding a webinar that will showcase their many resources that are available through them and the power of the Penn State Network. So if you're interested in registering for any of these events or learning more about them, you can head over to alumni.psu.edu. So hearing all this, you may be thinking, how can I join and take advantage of this organization? Well, all you have to do is text join BWS to 51555 to start a one-year membership for as little as $15. That's it. And if you need to get in contact with us, there's several ways to do so through our social media accounts or email. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our handles are listed there. And you can also send us an email to wcbws@psu.edu with any questions or if you need more information.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you guys for letting me join you this evening.
We'll make sure that at the end of the fair, we'll be sending all the handles and the email address, the website for the Alumni Blue and White Society Association, so alumni.psu.edu, and most importantly, the instruction for sending a text. This is brilliant.
Yes, perfect. We're trying to make it simple.
and it seems to work. Perfect. So we'll be sharing this. Thank you very much for spending time with us tonight.
Thank you for having me. Everybody enjoy the rest of the fair.
So this was the Blue and White Society presented by Kathleen Deblay. And now I would like to move on to Alicia Rowley and Derek Davila, who will be talking to us about the Digital Multimedia Design Club. Are you guys here?
Yep.
Yes. Boom. Well, welcome tonight. Thank you very much for agreeing to spend time with us. And the floor is yours.
Thank you for having us. We are the Digital Multimedia Design Club. I am the president, and Derek is our current acting vice president and treasurer. We are a club that mostly caters to the DMD, digital multimedia design major, but really anybody interested in any type of digital media is able to join. We host club meetings, webinars. We have guest speakers related to digital design. So we've had some pretty cool stuff with that. We also have a Slack and Facebook group where we have a bunch of different channels and things, like a help and advice channel to get help with classes and stuff, or personal digital design projects. So it's a really cool way to connect with other students in the major, since we're all online. So yeah, that's a little bit about who we are. Derek's going to take over for the rest of the presentation.
Hello, everybody. I'm Derek. I just want to speak about our goals. As a club, we have goals that include hosting monthly club meetings to talk about how classes are going, discuss what we enjoy about the DMD program, and to connect with each other. Excuse me. We're planning on hosting one webinar per semester with a guest speaker who works in related fields. We look forward to having a guest willing to tell their story and share their experiences and advice with students. Our goal is also to provide resources and support to attend conferences like SIRGRAPH and Adobe Max, to name a few. We hope to keep DMD students informed about upcoming virtual events, portfolio reviews, design workshops, and opportunities to submit or volunteer. Our goal is to share internships and job opportunities. We really look forward to inform students about local and remote opportunities at various creative industries, including technology, media, product design, and marketing. Lastly, our goal is to provide resources and help with resumes and applying for internships and jobs. We want to host meetings where students can share resume building tips and direct feedback on each other's work. We are currently recruiting and looking to add officers to the DMD club. So if you're interested or know anyone interested, you can reach Alicia or me via email provided here for more information. We thank you for your time and viewing our presentation. Thank you very much.
So guys, thank you very much for talking to us about the DMD club. You're one of the recent clubs. You guys are really recently appointed. Who is exactly your target population? Just to make sure to everybody out there who's watching, like you mentioned that it's something that is for digital multimedia design majors, but could anybody join? Would other people be able to, if interested in digital multimedia design, join and participate in activities?
Sure. Yeah. There's digital multimedia is pretty broad industry. We've seen people who just share stuff regarding just their digital artwork, digital illustrations. Me in particular, I like to share stuff involving 3D media. So, if anybody wants to share stuff to even help present or even collaborate on their projects for presentations, like even something like this, that'd be something also that we'd be looking forward to help out with as well.
Perfect, thank you. So pretty much everybody who has an interest in digital multimedia, either for as a major or for networking or sharing and find a collaborative or safe space for projects, could join the club, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Perfect.
Yep, correct.
Fantastic. We'll make sure we send all the students all the resources after the fair. Thank you very much both for spending your time with us tonight.
Sure,
Thank you.
No, thank you. Have a good night, guys. So welcome back. This was Alicia and Derek who presented us about the Digital Multimedia Design Club. So as I said, we'll be sending you all the resources to all the registered participants to the different clubs that have been presented tonight. Now, we'll move on to our next organization, the Military Student Organization, that will be presented by the current president, Travis Clown.
Hey, how's it going?
You hear us? Perfect. Everything is going good. How are you doing, Travis? Good?
No, not too bad at all. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Well, thank you very much for agreeing to spend some time with us tonight and explaining the students what the MSO is. The floor is yours.
All right, great. Thank you very much. Good evening or good morning, wherever you're at across the world watching this. My name's Travis, as mentioned before, president of the military service organization right now. A little bit about us is we are a group of active duty, retired, reserve spouses, guard members, anybody that's got military affiliation, you're more than welcome to join our group. And the biggest thing that we have going for us right now is that network capability. It's difficult to be an adult learner. And then on top of that, with military service and doing that career, it can get pretty taxing. And we want you to know that you're not alone. You don't have to go in. There's so many people right now across the world. I was just recently deployed in Timor-Leste, and I was at the U.S. Embassy and ran into an alumnus of Penn State through the engineering program. If you're familiar with that, it's a very small country, and the fact that I ran into an alumni there, it's huge. So we're there, and our membership is free. So really the only thing that you have to have is that affiliation. We work with the brick and mortar school as well. We recently had a career fair where we had 7 big companies come and talk to only military members and veterans and their spouses. And it was nice to get that one-on-one attention. We were able to ask more questions geared from the military perspective to those companies when it came to hiring, what they're looking for from veterans, you know, the process of, do I have to claim disabilities? Do I have to be specific? You know, very task-tailored questions that we don't normally get. And it was nice to have that asset at our availability. Again, the alumni or the alumnus of the Penn State are tremendous to us. There's a great network there, and they want you to know that, you know, after you pursue this and once your time up with the military, or if you're a spouse, there's so many opportunities for us that we very seldom get to hear. And it's nice hearing that from them and seeing what those opportunities are for us. So currently we are in need of some officer positions as well. We're going to do an election for all of the positions available. So if that's something that you're interested in, I highly encourage that. If you're just interested in the network and, you know, just getting to talk to familiar people that know what you're going through, no matter where you're at in the world, you know, then this is the organization for you. So that's really all I got. Pretty straightforward and to the point.
So thank you very much, Travis. I have a quick question before you leave. Is a parent of a service member welcome to join?
I don't have an issue with that. So under a previous regime, there was more tailored towards the veterans, the active duty, and the spouses. Okay. I think that we're going to open it up to also children of service members, because I know that that is a part of it, because they still go through the deals that their parents or the members do. And on top of that, it's also important to know that there's a ton of programs. For example, just off the top of my head, if you're a spouse of a military member in California, you can go to junior college for free on the state's dime. So getting that information out to anybody that's affiliated with the membership or the military is our big thing.
Perfect. So all those resources, if people want to know, all those resources will be available to them if they join the club. We'll make sure also that all the resources for the people to get information about the military student organization are going to be sent to everybody. Thank you very much for agreeing to spend some time with us tonight. It was really cool. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for staying with us tonight during the 2021 Spring 2021 Virtual Involvement Fair for the Penn State World Campus. So we just heard about Travis Clown about the military service organization. If you're looking to get involved with that great organization, you will be receiving, as I said, an email with all the resources necessary if you're registered for this virtual involvement fair. Now, we will be seeing a short video presentation for our, our next organization, Pride World Campus, the short video is presented by Farah Jasmine Dingal, who's a student involved with the Pride World Campus organization, which is one of our most recent organizations. Please enjoy, and I will see you shortly after the video.
Hi everyone, my name is Farah Jasmine Mingal. Fun fact, I'm actually calling in from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. I decided to live life dangerously and take big day do crime to a whole new level. Joking aside, I've spent the majority of my life living in and traveling around the Middle East and Africa. I know the lengths people would go to justify their fear, hatred, and disgust of me. It hasn't always been pretty. And though it hasn't always felt like it, I know I'm not alone. That I never was and never will be. As a closeted queer person, well, not so closeted anymore, Prideville Campus has given me this space to be myself. That's all there is to it. Everything and nothing at all. On behalf of Pride World Campus, I invite you to join us. You can write your own story here, not only as an LGBTQIA+ person, but as a Penn Stater. Thank you.
And that was it for Pride World Campus. Thank you very much, Farah, for putting this video together and from making this happen for Saudi Arabia. This is amazing. So you will be receiving all the links that you have seen listed on the last slide of the presentation of the Penn State World Campus Pride World Campus group. You will be receiving all the handles for the social media and also the links for their Discord and for their email in the resources if you have registered to the fair as a participant, as a viewer. Now we have our next group that is ready to go, the Psychology Club with Elizabeth Smith and Say Hittner. How are you guys doing? You guys can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, guys, welcome tonight, and I'm happy that you jumped on that opportunity to present about the Psychology Club that is organizing some killer events every year. So the floor is yours, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say, and I hope everybody does. Everybody is too. Floor is yours.
Thank you. Okay, I'll start. The Penn State Psychology Club is meant to be a place where students can explore their interests in the field further. We do have a club Facebook page where students are free to post any articles, any research that they may find related to the psychology field. It's such a vast field, and a lot of the times, especially newer students, may not know what all is available to them. So the more we can engage with each other and talk about different research that's going on, it really helps maybe kind of hone interests and help guide people in a direction that they may want to follow in the future. We also want this to be a place where we can get to know each other. Networking is huge in every field, especially if you're going to go into a field like psychology. You always want to have colleagues in the future that you can reach out to. So hopefully the Penn State Psychology Club will start to help all of us build those relationships. Saith, do you want to talk about our meetings?
Yeah, so we have meetings every third Tuesday of the month, and just a little sneak peek into some stuff that we're doing going forward. We have a book event going on here shortly, where you'll be able to, you'll get a book from us, and we'll have the author come out and speak to us. We're doing some charity stuff, as well as for anyone interested in psychology, there's internships every summer, and our meeting this month, we're going to touch on that and kind of the preparation process to get involved in these internships and get your hands into the research behind psychology.
Some of our meeting guests have included the host of the podcast, The Mental Illness Happy Hour, Paul Gilmartin. That was a really fun one where we got to hear kind of why he started the podcast in the first place. He is not actually a mental health psychologist or psychiatrist. He's just somebody that's experienced a lot in his own life. So he uses his platform to shed light onto various mental illnesses and struggles that people may have and just give them a place to feel like they're not alone. We've also had various professors come on and talk about their specific field, and we've also even had somebody come on and talk about national security and where psychology plays into that. So we have a lot of fun, a lot of diverse topics, so come and join us and talk about psychology.
Guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much for talking to us about the Psychology Club. And so we'll make sure that we'll mention the next event that you're up to every year. You got fantastic events that you're putting. Laurie Gottlieb was the last one, I believe. And it was a great event. So we're looking forward to hear more about this. And as I said, I'll send the resources to all students. So thank you very much for coming with us.
Thank you.
So it is now 7:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you had the chance to see the presentation of Elizabeth and Saith. I hope I pronounced the name correctly, for the Psychology Club. As I said, the Psychology Club is putting every year a lot of very exciting events. Last year, notably, a great event that they put together was sort of a lecture, interview, talk with best-selling author Laurie Gottlieb that wrote the book You Should Talk to Someone. If you're familiar with that book, great book. So you had the opportunity to listen to the author talk about her book, which was a great event that the Psychology Club has put together, and every year they keep rocking it. So thank you very much for doing this, and we'll make sure that for everybody out there, we're sending you the links and the resources that are going to be necessary if you guys want to get involved with the Psychology Club. Now, I would like to introduce our next speaker, who's Rachel Foster, president of the CSER, the Society of Collegiate Social Science Researchers. Which is one of our youngest organization as well, but who has been putting great representation for Penn State World Campus at various conferences and with published research. So thank you for that. And Rachel, if you can hear me, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Chris. Good evening. My name is Rachel Foster, and I'm president of the Society for Collegiate Social Science Researchers, or CSER for short. Overall, CSER is focused on familiarizing our members to the process of research in the social sciences. The ultimate goal for our members is publication in one or more journals during their time in undergrad. When you first join CISR, we'll help you get through the IRB certification process. So at the very least, you'll come away with your IRB certification, which can be added to your resume. This allows you to be able to assist on any research projects that need IRB certification in order to work with human subjects. In addition, we provide networking opportunities between fellow students. At this time, we are promoting the workshops offered by the Undergraduate Research and Fellowships Mentoring Department in order to assist our members in learning more about specific areas and aspects of research. While our plans for in-person conferences and presentations have been canceled for this school year, there are several opportunities for our members to present their research at virtual conferences and symposiums. After COVID-19 passes, we'll also be returning to providing our members opportunities to present their work in person. All of these events are excellent additions to your resume, as well as opportunities to network with other students, faculty, and staff. If this sounds like something you'd like to participate in, we'd love to have you. You can find our club website at sites.psu.edu/scssr. A link to our membership form is located in the navigation bar. You can also email me directly at rkf5067@psu.edu, and we'll help get you set up. Thanks. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and we look forward to working with you.
Rachel, I'm gonna keep us. I'm gonna keep you with us a bit more. I have like some questions to ask you. Everything went.
Sure. Let's go.
Can you talk to us a bit about the research? Usually, that's not something that people hear a lot with the Penn State World Campuses. So I think that maybe it could be interesting for people that are out there to hear about the research and the collaboration that is happening in terms of academic research on the Penn State World Campus.
Sure. Well, let's see. Last year we had a wide variety of students that presented research. We collaborated with them and helped them publish their research in the undergraduate New Erin's Journal here at Penn State. The topics ranged from everything from the Me Too movement, which is my own personal research, to we had good Lord, I'm blanking. We had a lot of different people. Criminal justice. There's a lot of criminal justice people who signed on. So, say for instance, children, juveniles, and how say for instance your I apologize. I'm like totally blanking. I just have this huge brain fart.
I know, and I'm putting you on the spot, which is not easy. But I'll pick it up and just trying to transition with this. So basically, anybody who's interested in academic research and collaboration for certain topic related to social science, we should direct you to the organization, correct?
Absolutely. I would be happy to help you.
Okay. Do you guys go to conferences? I mean, now we're not going to stand by for all conferences and academic events, but those are like, will people have opportunities to present their research, to publish, to collaborate?
Yeah, actually, in the before times, before COVID hit, we actually had the opportunity for several of our members to go to in-person conferences. And we have some great virtual conferences. We're working with some people on doing virtual presentations and being able to do even poster sessions virtually. So we have a lot of opportunities and places we can send, our members to for getting that stuff on their resume and getting some great experience.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you very much, Rachel. Then we'll make sure that we're going to send all the links. And if anybody out there is interested in social science research, please make sure you tune into the email, and we'll get you in good hands with Rachel. Thank you again for spending time with us, Rachel, tonight.
Thanks so much, Chris. Have a good night.
Welcome back, everybody. As I said, we'll be sending you all the resources. If you're registered for the fair as a viewer, we'll be sending you all the resources we have discussed during the fair in a follow-up email. Now, I will be introducing Taryn Lewis and Luke Westphal, who are going to talk about our newest student organization, the Software Development Organization. Taryn, Luke, you can hear me?
Yep.
Welcome, guys. Thank you very much for going to spend time with us and talk about your young and great organization. So the floor is yours.
Awesome, thank you. So my name is Taryn Lewis, and I'm here with Luke Westfall, the Vice President of the Software Development Organization at Penn State World Campus. And like Christoph said, this is a very new organization. So we just started this fall. So you can go ahead and go to the next slide. So we're looking for lots of different people. We have more than 50 members. We have undergraduate students, graduate students, community members, so anybody within the community that's interested in software development, anybody at all that wants to learn more, wants to participate is very welcome to join. We learn about software and different technologies and frameworks within the organization. We participate in projects together. So we also have had some events with guest speakers and networking with industry professionals. We are going to work together to help find jobs for students and help the students boost their resumes. And I'm going to let Luke talk a little bit about some of this stuff as well.
Yeah, I'd just like to elaborate on a couple of those points. So one of the things that Taryn mentioned was the different tools that we get some experience in. One of those is called Git, and I won't really explain in detail about what that is, but it's a really important skill in the software development industry, and we just don't get a whole lot of exposure to that type of tool in our curriculum. So one of the things we want to do with that is kind of build a community of learning together, so that we can get some experience with those kinds of tools that we don't necessarily get in our coursework, but is really important to have on a resume. So we want to encourage learning together, foster a community of mentorship and collaboration through like actual projects related to the organization that Taryn will talk about in just a minute. But we want the more experienced members to kind of help out the less experienced members. So we have some people in our program who might already be working with software or who have some experience with software development. So they're kind of expected to help usher the less experienced members along in learning the different tools and things like that. We've also had 3 guest speakers so far since we formed in the fall. These are industry professionals that we got to have interactive sessions with, and we got to gain some insight into where the software industry is headed. One of them was a VP of cloud security at a major bank, and he talked about the various challenges in maintaining strong security at large companies, and also just tips on how to stand out amongst the crowd when searching for jobs and going into interviews and things like that. Another speaker that we had is the executive director of quantitative medicine at a medical research institute, and his team is using machine learning to diagnose diseases very early, things like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So really fascinating stuff happening there. It's great to hear from him. And then our most recent speaker is a software testing director at a software consulting firm. So clearly these topics are kind of scattered all over the place, but they're all kind of centralized around the software industry. So it's great to just get different exposures to different areas within software. And it's not super technical, so it's really easy for students of all experience levels to kind of follow along and participate. And with that, I'll throw it back to Taryn for the projects.
Just the last minute here. Thank you so much. So we're working on a website for the organization. We are building this in React using Bootstrap. We're just starting this project, so I'm really excited about it. A website to represent the organization. I'd really love some new members that are interested in web development to join and participate. I'm really happy to get people involved. We're also building a class scheduler tool, and we've got a resume and job workshop lined up coming up soon. So we want to also participate in hackathons. There's lots of stuff we want to do, and we're working on right now. So go ahead and join, and we're excited to have you.
Well, guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much for talking to us about the software organization. Anybody interested in software, please get in touch with those guys. We'll give you all the resources for getting in touch with them as soon as the fair is over if you have registered. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And now I'll transition quickly to Sean Walsh, who's the current president of the World Campus Student Government Association. Sean, you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks for spending time with us. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Well, hi, everyone. As Christoph said, my name is Sean Walsh, and I currently serve as president of your Student Government Association. You can go to the next slide. So the role of the student government is to serve, to represent the views of all of you to the university's faculty, staff, and students. That is our official purpose and mission statement there. You can go to the next slide. So this is our executive board and standing committees and the chairs. Some initiatives that we're working on here, of course, is to increase access to open and affordable educational resources. We're working with the university faculty and staff to improve course design, advocating to remove any barriers that limit our Penn State experience, both in our coursework and extracurricular events. Along the same lines, we're building bridges with other campuses to bring their events and experiences home to us at the World Campus. We are constantly advocating for new opportunities to bring financial support to those in need, whether that's related to the pandemic, aid for course materials and tuition, improving access to counseling and psychological services, and much, much more. You can go to the next slide. So we do have our elections coming up. The date I was wrong on there, it's 2021 to 2022 elections. We'll be kicking that off soon, so please go out there and vote and let your voice be heard. We're also looking to have a town hall. We'll be promoting that here within the coming weeks, so stay tuned. But we want you to come and have an open dialogue with us, discuss some of the issues that you see, any comments, questions, concerns that we can advocate on your behalf. So be on the lookout for more information. Next slide, please. To get involved now. If you're interested in getting involved this semester and you want to serve on one of our committees, if you scan that QR code right there, it will take you to an application. You can read a little bit more about the expectations for the role, some of our committees and what they're up to, what their responsibilities are, and you can put an application in and we'll be in touch. Next slide, please. And of course, if you'd like, you can always come and attend our meetings. They are on the 4th Tuesday of every single month at 8 p.m. in Zoom. That is the Zoom link. You can always check out our website at wcsga.psu.edu. And if you scan the QR code up there in the right corner, you could join our Teams group where you're all welcome to join, come and talk, and mix and mingle and share your experiences with us. Thank you.
Awesome, Sean. Thank you very much. I'll keep you with us for one more minute because I think the SGA, the World Campus Student Government Association, is one of the greatest organization per se. Even if it's not a club, it's a wonderful way to get involved and to, as you said, I'll pick up your word, but like let your voice be heard not only for the voting but for what's happening at World Campus. So, can you tell us, for example, involvement that you're looking from the student at the moment? Are there any committees that you're looking to fill? Anything that you would like to recruit for?
Sure. So we have 5 committees: marketing and communications, governmental affairs, academic affairs, student affairs, and technology committee. So if any of those kind of fit your interest, whether you want to worry about try to get involved in some student activities and engagement opportunities, or to improve course design, you can join academic affairs and technology. If you're interested in Canvas or any of those types of things, there's a lot of opportunity.
That is super awesome. Thank you very much for putting the slides together. We'll make sure that we send the QR code to the students. It's really creative. So if you did not have a chance during the presentation to scan the QR code, we'll make sure that we'll send you the slides, or you'll be able to catch the replay. Thank you very much, Sean, for spending time with us and talking to us about SGA. If you want to let your voice be heard, please get in touch with that man. So thank you very much, Sean. Now, so you heard about the Student Government Association, not a club or not a club in that sense, but still a great way to get involved with what is happening at World Campus and stay on top of all those activities that we're planning for you. So don't hesitate to get in touch with them. Absolutely. Now I would like to present Mona Hill. I would like to introduce, Mona Hill, who is going to talk to us about the Sustainability Club. Sorry, I have difficulties with that word. How are you, Mona?
I have difficulties with the word too. I am great. We are in fact a club.
I'm glad. I'm not the only one struggling. The floor is yours, Mona. Thanks for spending time with us.
So my name is Mona Hill. I'm the president of the Penn State World Campus Sustainability Club. See, I just had that issue right there. So first I'm going to talk about our mission. Our goal is to connect our students across the globe with Penn State staff and faculty focused on preserving our environment. The name of the game is in our club title. So where we have been previous years, we focused on presenting speakers to our world campus students and providing information in that way. But due to this pandemic we are currently in, we are trying to come up with more creative ways to get everyone involved in their respective places in the world. So where we're going currently is we're looking into starting a speaker series more focused on an interview platform, kind of a podcast type of thing. We're looking at collaborating with different World Campus clubs. We're trying to get something started with a video game club. Hit us back. We're trying to get in contact with you guys. We do have some positions open at the moment. So slide, please. One of the most important, I think, parts of a club and something we don't have at the moment is our outreach position. We are looking for someone to fill the outreach officer chair. Essentially, you would be charged with coordinating memberships, finding potential members, and creating that constant connection and establishing that presence and finding ways for us to connect World Campus students. This club is a great opportunity to get connected with amazing faculty members and amazing students. We work with Professor Haley Sankey, anyone in energy and sustainability policy. You guys meet her along the process. We have an amazing team right now. I think a lot of the time a club uses the word networking in World Campus, but what we do is so much more than that. You get to build amazing relationships. If you have any interest in sustainability, environmentalism, or I guess environmental activism, then we are a great club to look into. Lastly, I want to talk about just the opportunity to get in on the ground floor. We are a fairly newer club, but we have so much potential, and we're looking for some great minds to join our team. So thank you for having me, and please reach out on our, there it is, on our Instagram, our Facebook, and do not hesitate to email us with any further questions. And you can find me on Outlook, Mona Hill. I am more than happy to connect with any of you.
Mona, thanks so much. So I leave like the notes quickly. We'll leave the screen for a few seconds so that people can note the handle. Thank you very much for spending time with us. So I want to recap quickly, and I want you to tell me exactly who could get involved with the Sustainability Club. Like, it's not only students that are that have any academics that are related to it, right? Everybody pretty much.
Exactly. We have officer members right now that are not only in any kind of environmental degrees, they're not only in the earth science department or earth and mineral sciences. We have people in business degrees. We have people majoring in political science, our vice president is a political science major. So anyone with, I guess, any degree that they have a personal interest in sustainability or environmentalism, we are here for you. We are your people.
Awesome. That's great. Thank you very much, Mona, for being with us. I want to give a quick heads up for the Video Games Club. The Sustainability Club is looking to get in touch. So, guys,
hit us back.
Yeah, absolutely, hit them back. Thank you very much, Mona. Cheers. Welcome back, guys. So we'll be making sure, as I'm gonna repeat this between each speaker, but we'll be making sure every time that we're gonna send you all the resources necessary for you to get in touch with any of the speakers or any of the organizations that are being present tonight. If you're curious about what type of organization are present at World Campus, go on your browser and type Penn State University World Campus Clubs and Organization. You'll have the list, and you'll be able to get in touch with them from there as well. We'll be moving on to our next speaker now. Maria, who will be talking to us about the Technology Club. Maria, you can hear me?
Yes, I can.
That's awesome. Well, Maria, whenever you're ready to go, the floor is yours.
Sure. Thank you, Chris. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who made it tonight. I know there's been a lot of going on, but Thank you for showing up tonight. So Tech Lab was started with a group of ISD students who have the same goal, and that is to bring all students who share the same passion, and that's technology. We infuse it with different activity that will keep us all engaged, active. We practice what we learn in the classroom and build a camaraderie among us. And the club ensure that all new members who may be too shy to ask questions can freely be themselves. We have a lot of active members from different backgrounds, such as veteran, active service, consultant as their day job. This helps maintaining the ISD ecosystems, which are consist of programmer, cybersecurity major, by ensuring that our skills are always up to date, either by retention training or gaining new skills. Again, our activity varies every month. For example, we have active and participating in different kinds of hacking competitions to learn technical and meet other people from the same field through networking. We are huge networking fans. In fact, most of our guest speakers are from the events we've been attending, either virtually or physically. We also invite subject matter experts to share with us their experiences, which helps the current students get a grip on what awaits them after school. We also encourage members to develop and get out from their comfort zone by encouraging them about any project that they may be too afraid, too shy, or to start, or don't know where to begin. So our mission is to support continuous education and to ensure that once a student leaves Penn State, they are ready to face the challenges, that land on a job that will sustain their needs and serve a great company. So that's it for Tech Club. If there's any question, I'm very much willing to answer all your questions.
Awesome, Maria. I'm gonna keep us. I'm gonna keep you with me for a couple more minutes because I want you to talk. I have asked earlier several organizations to expand on what type of students this club caters to, because it's important. It's important, I think, for people out there to understand: is this club for me? If I'm not a major in technology or any field that is related to technology, is it a club that I could join? So I want you, if you can, like in a minute, to briefly tell us what type of students, like who exactly are you serving, and who would you like to see join in the future?
Thank you. That's very wonderful question, Chris. This club is basically for ISD students, so programmers, cybersecurity and we have web developers as well. But we have a few of them, but mostly are like cybersecurity focused. So ISD, yeah, information science. So that's all the students there.
Okay, that's awesome. Do you have any big events? Coming up?
Right now we are. That's a good question though. That's the reason why tonight we are working on building up the upcoming events. So tonight is actually the starting of registration for the hacking competition that we will be joining.
Excellent.
Yeah, I can send through the chat box the link where they can all sign up.
Absolutely, and in this case, we'll be adding it to the resources that we're gonna send our students after the fair. Thank you very much for agreeing to spend time with us and for presenting about the Tech Club, guys. The Tech Club quickly organized a lot of events. Well, that granted, before the world turned into shambles, but the Tech Club organized events such as Capture the Flag, conferences. There are a lot of things to be involved with the Tech Club. So don't hesitate to get in touch with Maria or anybody else from the Tech Club, and they'll be happy to direct you. You'll receive the resources in our email. So Maria, thank you very much for spending time with us. Thanks a lot. So now you heard about the Technology Club. We would like to introduce the Video Games Club and its president, Ash Schultz. How you doing, Ash?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can see Detective Pikachu's tail.
Awesome. Okay.
Perfect. Well, Ash, if you're ready to go, the floor is yours, and we're excited. Also, a quick message from the Sustainability Club. You need to get in touch with them.
I saw. I was watching.
Okay, good. Floor is yours, Ash.
Okay. So my name is Ash. I'm the president of the Video Games Club at World Campus. We actually pretty recently started. It was only last semester at the beginning of the semester that we officially became a club. I'll quickly explain what the VGC is. We're a group of students who love games and who want to connect with other people who also love games. That's the only requirement. You don't have to be the best gamer in the world. We welcome people who are competitive, who like to play cooperative games, who just like to talk about games. There are some people who are interested in making games, and there are also people who are interested in possibly teaming up and playing against other schools in the future. So that's something that we're looking at doing in the future as well. So if you fit anywhere in the category of loving games, there's a place for you. What we do is we are an online club, so we have the unique opportunity to be in touch with each other 24/7, 365, not just at our meetings. We have a Microsoft Teams group as well as a very active Discord server that people have really latched onto and made some great connections. So we'll be talking to each other. You know, we usually have monthly or bi-monthly meetings, but we'll be talking to each other all throughout that time that we're not even meeting up. And I've already seen like some really great friendships forming. We also have open voice channels on our Discord server. So if you want to play games with people that you've met in our club and you want to connect through voice chat, those channels are always open for people to use. We do movie nights and we also do game nights. And we're looking to kind of expand our activities moving into the next year, bringing in speakers and things like that. We actually do have a meeting coming up this week. If you're interested in getting together and meeting with some of us and getting to know some of us, we'll be playing Jackbox Party Pack 7, which is a great game, which is... It has a bunch of different games, but the best way I can explain it is it's kind of like apples to apples. There's a lot of like coming up with like your own creative ideas and working together and trying to get your friends to laugh. So very fun game. That's going to be in our Discord server. That's this Saturday at 2. So if you're interested in participating in that, all you need to do is reach out to myself. My email is aks5602. Or you can reach out to us through our website, which I did see they put up on the screen, which is also available on the Student Affairs Student Organizations page. You can reach out through the form on that page, and I'll give you all the information about the Discord and the Microsoft Teams, and we'll get you set up.
Ash, thank you very much. That's super cool. Do you have organized a big event recently? I think that people that may be watching us may know about Among Us, right?
Yeah, we did an Among Us event where we kind of reached out to some other people and played Among Us together, and that was pretty well. It was a little bit of a medium-sized event. It wasn't massive, but it was a nice group of people that got together and we had fun with it. And I would definitely like to do it again because it's a fun game to play with people.
Absolutely, I'm sure. Well, it's also a growing, constantly growing organization that you're leading. So I'm sure that you'll have plenty of opportunities in the future to have a bigger crowd. But that's already awesome that you're having more and more people ready to organize that.
I think it's also nice because right now we have about over 30 people, which is kind of like a medium-ish size group. So it's still nice enough that like everyone knows each other's names and can kind of get to know each other on a personal level. Not too massive if you're worried about joining a massive club and not knowing where to begin.
Yeah, that's great. So as Ash mentioned, to reach out to Ash, we'll be giving you directly the email address for this. You will be able to find any information on the VGC, the Video Games Club, on the website of Penn State World Campus or on the bar right under your screen right now. So sites.psu.edu/Video Games Club World Campus. And you'll be able to find all information about the event. Attend the next event if you can, the next meeting. Thanks, Ash. Thanks for your time.
Yep. Have a good night.
Cheers. Thank you very much, Ash. You'll find all the resources of the Video Games Club and all the other organization on the email follow-up that we'll send you after the fair for all the registrants. And now I would like to present our last organization, the Society of Human Resource Management, or SHRM, and Morgan, who will be our speaker tonight. Morgan, thank you for being here. You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, everyone. I'm Morgan. I'm the Director of Communication and Student Relations for the Penn State World Campus Virtual SHRM chapter. SHRM stands for the Society of Human Resource Management. You can next slide. Pretty please. So SHRM is an international organization working to enhance the relationship between employees and employers. They're looking to elevate the HR profession, and they do that by advancing HR practices and really working to validate those who are working in human resources, and also demonstrate the knowledge that they've learned and expertise working to build their ideal vision of a world that works for all. Next slide, please. So majorly, SHRM is a professional network. It is loaded with tons of resources. However, these are also extremely beneficial for students, and they also offer a student membership. There are resources such as like podcasts, case study resources. Whether you're a student or a working professional, you can log in through SHRM at any time and access an HR advisor. They do regional conferences for education and networking purposes. They also offer scholarships, and they have their own networking platform called SHRM Connect. And there are just some really awesome resources there. If you are in an HR related program and you're ever doing like research for anything, if you Google whatever you're looking for and put SHRM like at the front or at the end of whatever you're searching for, you're going to find it. They have so much research to contribute to the world of human resources. And for the sake of our student chapter, we're looking to provide students the opportunities to network, engage with guest speakers, and discuss different topics that are trending. Currently, this year, we are very much in a rebuilding phase. We transitioned during COVID and are working to rebuild our program a little bit. So if you're really interested, this is going to be best suited for students who are looking to be in business leadership, recruiting, human resource roles, anything really where you're going to be overseeing or leading other individuals. This is a really good opportunity to get into SHRM affiliation. You can go ahead and next slide, please. We have some upcoming events on February 26th at 8 o'clock. We're going to have a more detailed SHRM informational meeting, dive into more of our purpose as a student chapter, what we would hope to accomplish, and more of getting to know people who are also wanting to be a part of our organization, what you're looking for, and how we can support you within the goals of SHRM. And then also in March, yet to be dated, we have a guest speaker, Justin Toro, who is a recruiter, and he's going to come in and share his experience, how he got into recruiting, his opinion of recruiting, pros and cons of recruiting, the 20 years that he has there. So if you're interested in learning more about SHRM and our student chapter organization, there's a link where you can go ahead and join us. You'll get added to our information in Canvas and get on our email list. And if you have any questions, I have my email address below. You can also just send me an email directly.
Morgan, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I appreciate your accommodation for us tonight and spending time with us. So we'll make sure that we put your contact information and all the information related to the Society of Human Resource Management in the mail that we'll be sending to all the participants of the fair, and that we'll let this available on the website. So I'm not going to hold you any longer. I know that you're on a bit of a time crunch. So thank you very much for spending time with us.
Thank you.
And thank you to everybody who's been spending that 1 hour and 15 minutes with us to hear about all those great organizations and entities that are available for students to get engaged with everything that is going on at Penn State University World Campus. Thank you very much for spending that time with us. As I said numerous times during the broadcast, and one last time, I will say it one last time, we will be sending to all the registrants to the 2021 spring World Campus Virtual Involvement Fair, a link with all the resources that we have discussed tonight, a list of all the clubs, the speaker, and all the links necessary for you to get in touch with any organization that you might be interested in. Another way for you to get involved with the organizations or to see a list of our club would be to go in your browser and type Penn State World Campus, clubs and organization, and you will be directed to a website that has all the resources and all the listing necessary for you to make your choice and get started to get involved with our university. So thank you very much all for spending some time with us tonight. And we will shut the broadcast. We will shut the broadcast now. And we hope that you stay safe and you have a very good night wherever you are, or good day.